I got 4 cars and they all black, got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin', doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling, my phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah, what it do? And half a man.
Comedy. And them say you want the comedy. So me won't get some come trouble. Bust 2 buckle of the bubbly. Call in 2 friend and then double. Yeah, so hot she a bubbly. And she know when she got she a carry me remedy.
Going on to reach for the SLAP Train. Welcome back today, guys, to the channel. Top 10 drifts of the week is back on this Friday, man. Now, of course, starting us off with an absolutely killer intro, followed up by a very aggressive entry here on Bathurst. I will say, though, that starting montage can be found in the description box down below. That is by Hkgopro with one hell of an edit. Now, if you guys did not notice, that was Battlefield 1, man. That guy was throwing it around on Battlefield 1. Huge respect. And actually, we have a few surprises for today's episode, including a little cameo from yours truly in this Silverstone Drift Live. And this was actually from the other night. We were just all online cruising, and DSI Mxlkerz ended up throwing this in for top 10. So I figured I'd throw this in for honorable mentions. It was a pretty damn crazy lobby. Had a lot of fun. Slammed some doors. I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. Now, moving forward into this week, ladies and gentlemen, last week you guys seemed to agree with the lineup, with 88% of you guys agreeing with the final outcome of top 10 drifts. So we're going to be doing that at the end of this episode as well, too, to get an understanding where you guys are at moving forward for next week. I really love how YouTube has made that poll option so accessible to everybody that is on the channel. So it's really simple. You just click the button. You don't need to go to an external website. It's all right there. Now, I will say, though, this week was a very tough week to judge. We had some really nice clips coming in, and as per usual, I mean, I found myself just grabbing more clips than I originally needed, and that's kind of why you see this huge list of honorable mentions, which I really do enjoy, because it gets a chance to really get a lot more people involved in the top 10. So, I mean, like I said, keep sending in your clips. You never know. You could be featured on honorable mentions. You could be in the top 10 countdown. But at the end of the day, though, if you made it into this episode, you know, just really pat yourself on the back. Please don't be discouraged if you're, you know, farther back in the pack than you think that you should have been, or also if you just were entered in to the lineup. There's so many clips that come in, and I mean, even Ride 2 found its way into honorable mention with a nice little wall tap at the end of that run. We have Senpai Panda with some IRL E46 Frozen Lake slides, man. Nothing's better than hitting a frozen lake and throwing it sideways. I definitely would like to do that myself, but G's a little bit heavy, man. I mean, that's all I'm saying right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the top 10 countdown. If you guys do not know how to send in your clips, all you need to do is upload your clip to YouTube, public or unlisted. Send me the link, fill out the template down below, and send it to the email address that is attached with the template. Ladies and gentlemen, top 10 drifts of the week. Starting us off, number 10, GrandpaSash. Now, hear me out before you guys even say anything about this clip. Battlefield 1, KFT Scout Car, and look at this man's line. He is taking on Battlefield 1. This thing is not supposed to be sliding. Love the creativity on it. Number 9, we're going back to some IRL Callita crew. Now, hopefully I did pronounce that properly. 360 entry in a snowmobile in his Arctic Cats ZR900. This man, again, is on another frozen pond, but he's hyped, man. That was absolutely dope on a snowmobile. Definitely do respect that one there. He's just freestyling that shit. I would be doing the same thing, to be honest with you. Number 8 this week, Im Mitchh, Forza Motorsport 6, Lexus SC300. We're on Rio, and he's on the high-speed entry right now, giving it just a tap on that section. Now, if you guys don't know, that is a very tough section to really get perfect. The man held it down, but he's not done, though. He's going to go into third gear, finish up on this uphill slide, and we're going to get ever so close to that guardrail. I think he touches it. I seen a little bit of damn scrape coming up there. He held the points. Not bad, man. Number 7, we have Rahka and Live for Speed in his XR GT Turbo. We're on Blackwood Custom Track with a very tight section. Now, he's going to really keep this controlled on here, and he's going to have to navigate through a couple really tight sections, and I'm just trying to make sure that he does not exceed the given width of this tight course. And to be honest with you, it looks fun as hell, but I was really impressed, though, how he did not touch the wall on that transition. That's a very hard corner to get right, and the man killed it. Number 6 this week, Twincam and Freshie with a very interesting and creative Grand Theft Auto 5 montage replay. This is done by the Rockstar editor, and I haven't seen anybody do this on one of these drift lobbies, so I really do appreciate these guys innovating the top 10 game. Now, I wanted to touch base quickly on this comment from last week. We need to innovate top 10 in order for people to continue watching the series. Yes, I understand, and if there's a really good clip, I will definitely throw it in there, but what I'm looking for is creativity and just to make your clip different from everybody else sending in the same thing. Number 5 this week, Chrome X here on Ebisu Miname is going to start off with a huge jump drift. Now, if you guys do remember, this is the same guy that was just on the channel for the Forza Horizon 3 modding, so if you guys have not already, check him out for the most recent Forza Horizon 3 mod. But he's throwing down a nice little freestyle here on Ebisu. I do appreciate the wheel cam, and also too, as you guys can see, he actually has a working tack on his rig. I think he's the only person ever to do that. He's got the hydro handbrake as well too, set up custom on his Thrustmaster TX. He's going to slam it into third gear coming up, and he's going to decide to chuck this thing as a complete 360 entry. He fumbles it a little bit, straightens up, gets it right back out. He's pretty ecstatic, as you guys can hear in the background. Number 4 this week, coming in, we have SprinkCal. Now again, a solo entry, and this was quite a run, man. I will say this, the first time I seen it, I was pretty damn shocked how he did not end up hitting the wall. We're gonna get into the third person behind the car. Huge reverse entry. I have no idea how this man came away without hitting it. Just banged it off rev. We're gonna get another angle at this. I love that no lift mentality coming into that corner. You can hear that RB just screaming as he's ripping through here on Drift Park. Hell of a run though from this man though, I will tell you that, and definitely would love to see more clips trying to chase the wall down. It's damn excited to see how close you can get. Number 3 this week, Matthias99I1 here on Live for Speed, chasing down the oval. This actually has a V10 mod on here, and he is throwing this so hard. I actually have to chop this in half because it was a little bit longer. This is all one take. The man is chasing down that high-speed bank. He wants to get it sideways, however, the car just isn't really allowing him to hold it up there. But I appreciate the effort, and it does make for some seriously crazy entries on these bankings. I mean, you can see that right there. The man is hauling ass coming through. Just a very clean run, no hesitation. The man knows exactly what he's doing, but I really did like this clip for the exit on how he finished it. We're going to see this right here. He's coming in, huge amount of angle, running up to the very outside of the bank, and he is going to finish this into the pit area. Now, unfortunately, we can't really see the exit on here, but you can see how tight it is and how fast he's throwing this in. The wall does block this, but you're going to see him as he exits. He's still holding angle and speed through the entire thing. I mean, look at this. He's throwing it up one more time, trying to get as close as possible. The man's got skill, I'll tell you that, man. Live for Speed, just slamming it down. Love the clip. Would love to see more high-speed banks coming in from Gran Turismo and such. Number 2 this week, Capacitor and AndyBoy with yet again a beautiful tandem here on the Mills track. I mean, the driving speaks for themselves, and you know, I see these guys in top 10 almost pretty much almost every other week, and you know, I can't deny their clips, man. Their speed, their control, the proximity between these tandems, they're second to none. And you know, my hat is off to both guys. Huge thank you for sending in another clip for this week, but there's gotta be one, man. Supercars Gaming coming in with Neo on this huge parking lot drift section. Now, if you guys have not seen top 10 before, we have seen these clips coming in before, but we have never seen a combination of a wheel, pedal cam, some really nice angles moving forward, and just a really clean solo run, trying to get as close as possible to that inside line. And you can see him just consistent all the way up the spiral. Not to mention, you guys haven't even seen the ending of this clip, but that was really where I was like, okay, the man is good. I will give him that hands down. Now, I mean, like I said though, this is just a beautiful clip of just sheer control of a car going sideways, and I can appreciate that nonetheless. Let me know your thoughts down below. Did you agree with this week's top 10. Now, before you say, Slap, this shouldn't have been at number 1 if you're one of those people, just wait until the ending of the clip to vote. I'll wait, actually, to put the voting until the end of this clip. But I mean, like I said, I feel like it just never ends, and I'm surprised this man is just not dizzy as it is. We're gonna get one final view coming up this last spiral, coming in to a picture-perfect stop against the wall. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you guys hit the poll available right now on this week's top 10 drifts. Did you agree? Yes or no? We are here with an outro edit from Malkeyy. I will leave this down below. Very high energy, intense edit, and these guys are throwing down, man. I really did enjoy this. But just a huge thank you to everybody that did send in their clips for this week. I do apologize if you did not get your clips in, but there's always next week though. We're gonna downshift to a very nice, calm, soothing montage from Killer, X2NR, Goose Pursuit, Zerbo, and GT5 Fan 22 with a very soothing montage here on Gran Turismo 6. This will also be found in the description box down below. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for top 10 drifts this week. Huge thank you to everybody coming around for today's episode. Don't forget to slap that like button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next week for another episode. Your boy, the SLAP Train. I'm out. Peace.
Got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah, what it do? Penthouse, man, what have you?